very, very fast on this middle group. So the battle for second and third is very strong. Should Bernbacher miss one, he's going to be in a spot of trouble. Now, can Tim Burke, working that hard, can he clear 5? That would be a miracle.
That would be amazing, and I must say, he is doing so well. 0-0, just one penalty. He's still only 27 seconds off.
Well, that's good work. I'm impressed by that, Mike, and he's shown that he skis fast enough to win. But I'm very nervous for his shoot.
He does look tired. I'm with you. He's stretched himself. His mindset is saying, you must hang on to this group. And of course, with FOURCADE leading it, is that USTYUGOV going to try and pass him now? It is. FAK is still in there after his bad day yesterday. So often biathlons like that, isn't it? You have one bad day, you sort it out the evening before with a bit of dry shooting, and then you're back.
Just explain dry shooting.
They take their rifles to the hotels, and without any ammunition or anything, you just hold the rifle going through the drills and the mindset as you land on the mat as if it's the real deal.
Well, that's something that this man has done thousands and thousands of times. He now knows that if he clears 5, victory is his. How easy was that? How easy was that? That's the first smile we've had from Musigang so far this season. 20 out of 20 for Bernbacher, and he's about to secure, surely, his second victory. The rest have to shoot fast and ski even faster. USTYUGOV was forced to miss, FAK has missed, FOURCADE has missed, Landerting has missed, SCHEMPP has missed, Beatrix, Burke, Ferry, L'ABEE-LUND have all thrown targets wide, and that is what happens when you have to chase.
Unbelievable. Landerting 3, Beatrix 3, SCHEMPP 2.
You know what? Svensson could come through and claim second in this event, but he's going to have to shoot pretty fast, and he needs to hit all 5. He's got 3 out of 3 so far, 4 out of 4 for Svensson. Yesterday's winner gets 5 out of 5, and he's the first man apart from Bernbacher to do that. So he's in the running for a top, certainly a top 5. He might come out just behind Jakov FAK. Well, what a great performance by FAK, Mike, after that disappointment in the sprint.
Ah, amazing. Well done to Tim Burke. 41.9 behind. He's been on the penalty loop, being chased by FOURCADE, Svensson and Ferry.
Graf goes clear. Simon EDER, who's not skiing his best but still shooting pretty well, hits the last 5. MALYSHKO, I don't know what went wrong with MALYSHKO. Everything was looking very rosy for him earlier on in the race. He's his shooting 0-1, and then he missed 2 on that first standing shoot, but he's cleared all 5 in the second, so he's regained a little bit of pride. Well, that's the battle for second and third, and again we're going to have a fantastic sprint for the line. I wonder whether FOURCADE is going to be able to mount a challenge. Svensson will certainly fancy his chances of outskiing FOURCADE in the closing stages. Jakov FAK is going to be a little bit harder to catch. This is how it's done, Mike.
For anybody taking part in biathlon, just the way that Bernbacher keeps this rifle so steady between each shot, it's incredible. And his mindset is concrete. I was just looking at the graphics there, and there's something we did think Bjorn Ferry missed a target. I know he did a penalty loop. I'm seeing a little 0, a +0 in some of the graphics, and I'm just wondering if there was some issue with his target. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything. Just something I've noticed there.
But he's definitely gone and missed on the second of the standing shoots. So I think he's gone 0-0-0-1, but his graphic is changing all the time.
Yeah, he certainly missed one in the stand,
of course. I don't think it's going to be one of those situations where he gets given back 20 seconds at the end of the race. I don't think that's going to occur.
And certainly, this man is just looking so strong out on the track. They're trying to close down on him.
39 seconds, the margin that Bernbacher has built. That will not be closed. This is the battle for second and third. Tim Burke, Mike, he's been on the podium 3 times and he's never won, but this would be a really good move for the American team. Lau Bailey also doing okay this season. No sign of Lau today. In fact, I'm not sure he's not quite qualified, just missing out on the top 30. Only one American, and Tim Burke is doing them proud. There he is in 3rd place at the moment. What is his strategy? I think you have to consider that Tim worked incredibly hard on the penultimate lap.
Oh, he did, and well, maybe that was why he missed the one target. Only one of the best 30 in the world hitting all 20. I thought we'd see 2 or maybe 3. The shooting conditions are so easy in relative terms. No wind influence.
Well, I think Andreas BERNBACHER has been told that he's got almost a minute's lead on the rest of the field, so he can afford to take it easy. Still getting good glide. The V2, it's not particularly attractive, this style, is it, Mike? Especially when it looks as though he should change down a gear, but he's immensely strong. You can see that in the legs and the upper body.
Brutally strong. In fact, amazingly, oh no, in fact, it was 39 seconds. I think FAK is closing down ever so slowly. Svensson trying to pull them back.
Not for long. Jakov FAK has decided to take it easy and save something for the sprint. He doesn't want to be outwitted by Tim Burke, who isn't prepared to make a move, but they've got to be a little bit careful because there's a big group coming up behind them, and it includes FOURCADE, Svensson and Bjorn Ferry at the back of that group.
FAK is just so steady, isn't he? His technique isn't fading, there's no wasted energy, and his legs must be screaming. Now, the chasing pack.
Svensson has decided to make a move, and he needs to, because they're running out of time. 13.6 kilometres completed. Remember, it's 15k in all, so 1,400 metres to go, and that will take them just under 3 minutes. Through 14.2. Well, this is a quick time. No mass start here last year because we didn't race here last year. We stayed in Hogfilsen for 2 rounds of the World Cup. And in fact, this is an early mass start compared to normal. We had to wait all the way for Oberhof after Christmas before the first mass start last year. And that event won by Andy BERNBACHER.
Oh, look at this pace now. FAK was realising Bjorn Ferry's made the move from the 2 big names. He's trying to close this in. But FAK has got the strength.
Well, that's a good move from Jakov FAK. And the locals will enjoy that one if they can stay on their feet. Tim Burke now fighting to stay in 3rd place, and he's in danger of getting caught and pushed off the podium positions once again. Under a kilometre to go for the leaders, and there's no doubt about the winner. Here he is, Andreas BERNBACHER. Another wonderful performance. His 2nd win of the season will be his in just a couple of minutes' time. He won the sprint event in Hogfilsen, and he made that look very easy as well. But what I think will be satisfying for BERNBACHER, Mike, is the fact that it's another mass start, one of the pressure races that he's coped with very well.
It's absolutely brilliant. The best 30 to this point after 3 World Cups. BERNBACHER just said, come on, try and beat me, and it just looks so easy for him.
4th in the World Cup standings at the moment. Depending on where USTYUGOV finishes, he might just go ahead of the Russian and move into the top 3. I don't think he'll catch Svensson, because Svensson's going to pick up a whole mass of points for finishing in the top 5 or 6. Jakov FAK, what a week he's had. A win in the sprint. He dropped right down in the pursuit yesterday, but he gets a 2nd podium in front of his home crowd. Well done to him. Let's hope that that's signs of what's to come. And Tim Burke's on the podium. He deserves that. And for once, Martin FRA wins the sprint between Ferry and Svensson. Good work from FRA.
Brilliant. Well done, Tim Burke, the American team. This is going to boost their whole confidence. Bjorn Ferry, he tried to make his break a little early and just dived towards the line. 5th place, though.
And in the end, having had 3 Russians in the top 5, USTYUGOV ends up the best at 7th. GARANICHEV 8. L'ABEE-LUND of Norway involved in a photo finish with GRAF and Freddy Pinter, the best of the Austrians yet again. And Björndalen, we sort of lost contact with Björndalen. 1-1-1, and he came back a little with a clear shoot finally on that last 5. So he gets himself a top 12 finish, just ahead of Carl-Johan Bergman. Well, another great race, and the crowd obviously enjoying it, and it's nice for the Slovenian fans that have made the trouble to come up to the stadium here at Pokljuka. to see one of their own doing so well. Hopefully that will mean that in 5-6 years' time we see another batch of young Slovenians coming through.
I think so. I mean, the World Cups have been coming here for 15 years now, and they don't have many biathletes, but those they have, they look after them well.
And we have to give credit to Croatia as well, Mike.
Of course, Jakov FAK, that's where he started. They saw his talent, and Croatia couldn't give him the training.
Well, we're going to have to leave very quickly from Pokljuka because David Goldstrom is waiting in the wings for the ski jumping event from Engelberg off the 137-meter jump. And of course the Austrians and the Germans going hammer and tongs in the ski jumping this year. So that's coming up next. And the women's biathlon starts later on, 1500. That's European time, of course, for the women's mass start over 12.5 kilometers. Well, that's all for now from Pokljuka. There's a great Christmas atmosphere. The men are done. They can now hang their skis up for a couple of weeks and prepare for the next round of the World Cup in Oberhof. And what a way for Andy Birnbacher to sign off, shooting the perfect 20 out of 20. He was the only man to do that, and quite rightly, he took the win ahead of Jakov FAK and Tim Burke. We'll see you later on. Goodbye for now.